I'm Jesse. Welcome back to American Beef Ranch. Thanks for stopping in. Today we have a problem that we've got to fix, and it's probably a problem that if you own a piece of property, well, or if you own a motor vehicle, that you're probably going to have too. So let's get the problem pulled out of the garage, and then let's get to working on it. If you can't tell, this tire right here is really flat, like really flat. And this one over here is also pretty flat. So we gotta get those fixed. So this is my Polaris General 1004, so it's a 4-seater. It's a pretty nice machine. As far as it goes for a farm, it may not be exactly ideal for a farm or a ranch, but it is a really nice machine. Jazz, what are you doing? What are you doing? She's ridiculous. Anyway, today what I wanted to talk about was air compressors, okay? And what kind of air compressor is right for your farm? You know, there's big, huge air compressors. There's little, small air compressors. And, you know, there's portable ones like this ARB. So this is an ARB portable compressor. Go ahead and it's in this little toolbox. You open it up. You've got your compressor. You've got your air hose. And you've got your filler, the digital filler here. And it works very simply. All you need is a 12-volt battery. So I'm going to come over here to my Ram 3500. I'm going to pop the hood so that I can access the battery. So now I have access to the battery. We're going to bring the compressor over and get it hooked up. We purchased this compressor, I don't know, a month or so ago at the dealership, at our Ram dealership that we use for service, because we use a dealer because we have free services on this vehicle currently. So basically, if you don't know how a 12-volt air compressor works, you've got two clamps, a positive and a negative. It's going to come up. You always want to hook up your positive first, no matter what. Jumper cables. Oh, go ahead and turn the compressor switch off and hook up cables. So cables are hooked up. We do have a fuse here. That's our compressor. We got our hose. We're gonna get that hooked up. But before we do, we probably should talk about compressors in general. If you have a big nice shop, you know, you should have probably a nice compressor in it. That's pretty self-explanatory. If you're a homeowner with a garage, maybe a little compressor that plugs into the wall is not a bad thing. Me, I'm kind of in a weird spot. I don't have a nice big shop. I do farm, and hopefully I'm growing. So maybe for me, a portable air compressor is more up my alley. And I don't mean this portable compressor. This is kind of like your emergency compressor. What I would use this compressor for is emergencies. I'd take it with me if I was going riding in my side-by-side, or I would, like my wife, when I buy my wife a car, we put it in her car. Right now it stays in her pickup because that's what we have. And then, you know, that's kind of what I would use this compressor for. When I say portable, like gas-powered, big portable compressor on the back of a flatbed pickup that I'd use to blow off like equipment and things like that, and air up equipment tires and stuff like that. So those are a few things you need to think about. Like obviously, what is your context? What are you going to be using it for? And then, you know, what do you really need? Because you don't need to go overkill, really. I mean, if you just got to air up a few tires here and then, you don't need a big one. If you're going to paint stuff like automotive paint guns, you need a big air compressor. And that plays into like CFM and all sorts of other stuff that we don't need to talk about. So how this little guy works is literally all we do is take the male end, push it until it clicks into the female end. Then we have another female end here. We take our our air raider deal, which I'll talk about that in a minute, and we just push that guy on just like that. Okay, so we're all hooked up and ready. Turn the air compressor on with the switch. Uh-oh, I think I may have blown the fuse. Or this came uncooked. Alright, so air compressor airs up until it gets a little bit of pressure. So this is a digital fill gauge, if you guys have never seen one of these before. Basically, it turns on and it'll read the pressure. So we'll get it hooked up here. Yeah. And this one locks on, you push the lever. And so it's reading that there's no air in that tire right now. So I'm just going to squeeze. As you see there, we have 9. We're supposed to have like 18. So basically we're just going to keep going until we get it there. There we go, 18. Okay, so that's basically how it works. Fill the tire up with air. It's not so difficult. Got another side here. So, hook up our air connection. Got to squeeze that handle. It also has 0 PSI. Then we just fill it up. So now that we got our tires aired up, it's pretty simple. Turn our inflator up, or inflator off, and I'll put a link to this stuff in the description below. Make sure you guys check out those links. I'll also put links to like examples of things that I would buy if I had a shop, or if I just had a garage, or if I wanted some, or the one that I want to buy for being portable, like on the back of a flatbed. I'll put links to those guys all down below so you guys can check those out. Some good examples. I think the best advice I ever got about air compressors is, like, let's say if you're gonna spend $1,200 on an air compressor, or $1,000 on an air compressor, you might as well spend $1,200. If you're willing to spend $250 on an air compressor, you might as well spend $400. You know, if you spend just a little bit more money on what you're looking for, you'll be a lot happier in the end. Hey guys, I'm Jesse, American Beef Ranch. Kind of a random video today. I want to thank you guys for stopping in. Please, like I said, like, subscribe, check out the links in the description. I appreciate it. We'll see you next time.